Okay, I'm just gonna do some reads and see what comes out this deck. Somebody is trying to get away, but they blocked. I'm gonna get a card as a good shuffle. Somebody don't want to see something. Somebody's definitely trying to get away from something. They don't want to see something that's coming. Somebody can use their magic. It's just the beginning though. It's some type of trouble for people to ask for help and they really didn't want it. I keep seeing the zombie card, which I don't know. I'll look that up later. Something about being happy that you turned down people that wanted fake assistance. There's some expansion happening in the root chakra because of that. So some expansion is happening. This card means I said what I said, but it's silence after that. This is not a going back and forth card. It's once you say things, you another way to say it is speak. You spoke your piece, but it's in the past tense, like it was already done. Like whatever was said was said. So let me just see. Grounding in. This 10th chakra came first in a pre-shuffle that I did. So there's a strong connection to earth, plugging into the grid. Now with these cards, with this particular one, this is talking about once you plug into the earth, it's something shooting out. So let me stick with this card for 1 second because it's something shooting out. I brought other cards with me. What is this shooting out? I gotta find out what this is shooting out. So you plugged into the earth. So when you get plugged into the earth, that's gonna affect the different things that go on, you know, natural disasters and such. This is declining. The reason something is getting rejected or declined is because somebody does not want to grow. They're not a friend anymore. They're an enemy. That's kind of in line with what those cards were saying. Anything that's codependent is going to be rejected. Anything that's codependent, anybody still in their self-node is going to be rejected. It's automatic. I don't think it's personal. I think it's just kind of like something automatically kicking it out of the system. What is this coming out? First house. I keep seeing the number 33. It says appearance, disposition, eccentricities, personality, beauty, strength. It's something about balance. So there's something here about balance. The reason something keeps getting rejected out of an energy or rejected away from you, just in case y'all wanted to know, it's automatically going to be rejected. I think I spoke about this in another reading, but they don't match your energy. So if you celibate, you're not going to have anybody that's promiscuous. You know, you're not going to believe in God and read the Bible and be around people that don't believe in God. It doesn't matter what they say. It's like some type of disinterest or instant rejection, repulse, that you just don't want to be around a person and you don't want to talk to them. Y'all not going to be able to explain this. It's just the energy is not matching. It's almost like trying to take two magnets and put them together, but they keep repelling apart because they're opposite poles. So if you take two magnets and you push them together at opposite poles, this one south, this one north, and you push them together, you're going to feel that force. See, magnets is very important, and I don't need to have them here to explain this, but this is a good example of what I'm trying to tell y'all here, because people can't see energy. When they say I vibe high and yeah, vibe low and this, that, magnets, when you take two magnets and you push the magnets together, if they're at the same pole, they're going to attract, and you're going to see the magnets go. They're going to do just like that. But if you turn them at opposite poles, they're going to push. You're going to feel resistance because the poles don't go together. So it's nothing happening between those magnets. You trying to push them together, but it's an invisible force in between it that's pushing them apart. See, it happens automatically. I usually use magnets to explain to children how energy works because you can't see it. You can't see it. It's almost like if I take a sheet and I start shaking it and the lint flies all over the room. Energy is like that. If you got somebody that you don't like, or y'all having discordant energy, even if it's your children, they're breathing in that same space. Y'all are sharing that air. It's the only thing I can come up with is an infection, but you know, it spreads. It's contagious. You know what I'm saying? Whatever moods are contagious, just like a physical illness. Physical illness is something that starts way before you even see it happening. You don't see something happening in its incubation stage. Well, energy is just like that. So it's your nature. Now that you plugged into the earth, you're a resource for the earth. It's like I can only focus if you into God and you into yourself, you can't be distracted. It's gonna get repelled. So it's your true nature is beginning to show. Now I want to dig into this a little bit, because this true nature, now this is another thing I say. A lot of people don't know who they are. If this mosquito bites me, hold on. But your true nature is showing. A lot of people don't know who they are. They just waking up. So you gotta have patience with yourself if you're just waking up. It's like waking up in amnesia. You don't know who you are, what your gifts are. You know what you've shown to the world because you've been conditioned to be that way. But this right here is saying some of y'all got gifts that y'all don't know about. Y'all doing things and don't even know that y'all doing it. And a lot of y'all are cleaning up these bloodlines or relationships just by sleeping, getting your diets together. Like it depends how you do it, but it's something here specifically. Now I know what causes it. It's almost like it's a warning here. Like if somebody come in this vicinity while you plugged into the earth, it's a warning. That's why I was saying somebody trying to get away, but they blocked. They trying to get away. Listen, they're trying to get away, and they can't. I mean, the earth is pretty big. Okay, all right. Yeah, so I'm getting all types of messages. You recovering. I gotta put these in the thing. You recovering. Especially when these are the cards that flew over. Recovery from multiple attempts. It don't matter whether it is, this is right here is more like false. This is more like information. So this is aerial attacks. It could be any type of magic involving slander, spiritual attacks, something that you don't see. You recovering from it. But a lot of these things are childhood wounds, has to do with the past, people not helping you, give you the assistance that you need, just so you wouldn't move forward. Look at that, and the bird was on the bottom, just so you wouldn't move forward. I didn't see that card, so that's 1010. So it's graduation past that, and that was just so you wouldn't move forward. So y'all see. Ooh, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is such an interesting time to be alive, bitch. So it's something coming out of your energy. Something of, okay. So this is saying somebody wanted to play games, but now you're waking up. I know they didn't want you to wake up. Why? I would say just from what we saw, because they are all in trouble. Somebody wanted to do something. I can't even, I don't even know what that something is, but I don't know what that is. For some of y'all, it looked like somebody, I wouldn't necessarily say forging some documents, but some people try to take people creations, which is like, you know, try to, I don't know what that is. Because I'm saying, I keep saying I don't know what it is, because it's like something that they tried to manipulate that has a record, I guess I could say, but it's weird. So somebody is jealous because somebody look at you like the world, but it's like it's time for you to receive. That's part of your waking up, is that you can receive a lot of these gifts. But I'm trying to figure out what this is shooting out your energy now that you plugged into the earth. It's very good to get grounded. I've been telling everybody that for a while. Some of y'all master teachers. all the trauma and stuff that y'all went through. That's what it was for, so you could be a master teacher. Excuse me, what is this coming out? Something that somebody jealous of. The card says inspiration, but there's a person in this card that's always jealous. It's somebody that's looking and they know you are inspiration to people, and they jealous of your energy. You're jealous, but you're trying to get away, which is weird. They're saying somebody knows something for sure now. It's something very, very important, very, very significant about speaking. Don't worry about how it's spoken. It's kind of just saying, get whatever you need to say out. This right here is, a lot of y'all hear the voice of God. You're hearing it because you connected into the earth. I mean, God is the giver of life. Remember, it's been a couple of readings that's been coming out where somebody talks to the dead. I talk to the dead, but not in the, I think all of us are going to be. It's a lot of y'all that are dealing with that. I'm going to have to do a separate reading on it, but y'all connect with ancestors, spirit guides, loved ones. Everybody is connected in a different form, but that's connecting to the dead. But the people, that person that I kept pulling up, they conjure up spirits, not good ones. It's not like talking to an ancestor. It's like using and abusing entities, and that's a no-no. But some of y'all talk directly to God, and it's not no mistakes to be made about it. It's just fact. This mosquito is trying this ain't good. I had that's very significant. Now I'm sitting and I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna have to pull that reading back up. A lot of the research that I'm doing is going back over and listening to my readings. So some of y'all got a new start coming, okay? Because something is coming out of you, and they know it's coming out of you because you are true. And somebody's jealous of that. I really don't understand. Why would you be jealous that somebody actually talks to God? I need cards that's not. They can't tap into whatever this is because of who they are. This could be an older person, anybody older than you. Aries and Virgo is always significant. There's two people in the ring though. So for Aries and Virgo, that would be somebody that's an investigator, somebody that studies the occult, not somebody that does magic, somebody studies the occult, or the Aries could be somebody that they're a leader of something, but whatever the leader is specific to endings. Now, what is this coming out? Danger, accident. That's why I had to get some other cards. So now I understand these a little bit. It said y'all familiar with these cards, but anyway, what's coming out? The person, they want to get away from the energy, but they can't because it's something that's old. So now I understand these cards because it's saying that this person that's jealous is aware that you're moving forward. It's almost like they can sense the energy, but at a very subtle level. It's no chance in you coming back or going backwards or going to the past. Did I mention the past? I'm trying to think if I mentioned it. I did a couple of reads before I came out here, but it's like somebody knows that you're moving forward. They can tell by the way that you're talking. It's something about I guess it's something nurturing in the form of, it's almost like somebody, you telling people to heal. You giving people encouragement. That's how you'll know. And I keep saying I want to dig into this because I'm not worried about the person that's jealous. I want to know what this is that needs to be promoted, because it seems like somebody is mad because they can't promote it. It's like I can't be around you. You just now said that. Now I'm just like, I'm going into a loop. They can't be around you because they are not that energy. That's why it's being repelled out. But they can't get outside of the energy because it's something old. So that's kind of where I'm trying to go with this without making it too complicated, because I already got too many decks out here. And it's like they getting this message now. It's like the messages are getting downloaded to you, but they kind of getting it in a very, like I said, a subtle way. This is like some heat-seeking energy that you can send out to the earth to tell where locations and stuff is. Somebody knows something. You ain't fully plugged in, but you plugged in is good. You're at least grounded. Because the earth is looking for a very hard-headed energy. They're looking for hard-headed energies. Energies that still gonna do what they gonna do and think that they hide. What is this that's coming out of this energy? As you plug into the earth, what's coming out? Your magic. You starting to awaken, just like the card said. You can manifest anything you want. Some of y'all master manifestors. And somebody want to be seen. For what reason, I don't know. What is this King of Cups? It looks like it's somebody that want to recognize your abilities. Somebody know who's who now. That's what I'm getting. I already told y'all, whoever this person is, they know judgment is being called on them for whatever reason. That person is not coming through as strong as they normally would in other readings. Somebody trying to get out of Dodge before a wave hit. Let me read from the bottom. This is somebody that's been making offers against you for a long time. For some of y'all, I don't know, it's saying, I think it's somebody that was doing offers. They wanted to end cycles in your life. And you got somebody spying. Yeah, it's somebody that, whoever this person is that want to be seen, because we just talked about the past, it's not coming through strong. It's like somebody relies on sex magic to pull people in. So it's not just one person. It's been happening in all of our lives, trying to get us to come back in, because lust don't always show up the same way. But you being plugged into the earth is going to ground you out. So when it comes to like lust, memories, anything that anybody uses, it's not going to pull you back in. It's some false relationships, all false relationships. They're getting called under judgment. I don't know why. I feel not as focused on this reading, not worried. Because if I talk about my feelings, then that'll help, because the feelings are going through me more than the message is. But it's like somebody called judgment on all of these false couples. Hold on, let me look at that. This is somebody that says they purposely ignored their ascension. So that would fall under that category as well. Somebody purposely ignored their ascension, but to their demise. Now they sick because you find a balance, especially financially. Is somebody willing to come in? So a lot of us have been on pause. That's exactly what it's saying. It's saying now it's about to come in. And the only reason they're not giving y'all specifics is because they don't want them to know. It's like they had to be immobilized first. But they didn't get away with nothing. This is specifically talking about this female. Whatever a female did or did in the past, it's something here. Whoever, it doesn't matter, because I'm not putting not trying to find the person. It's not coming through that strong. They didn't get away with it. Whatever they did, they didn't get away with it, and they're aware of that now. Because you're happy. Okay, so do y'all remember I said that this card is something nurturing, something about you healing people. The way that you talk to people is encouragement. It don't matter if you suffer. Uh, People see you as an actual inspiration. You open the door for them. You illuminate things for them, especially when it comes to their ego. It's like, don't feed into nobody's ego. Put them on the right track. That can help have a person to have a healthy ego. So when you tell a person straight up, right, you want a friend that can tell you the truth. You need to understand pain and rejection that comes from a person that truly wants you to grow or loves you. Okay, and a lot of us have been misguided by our parents, mentors, teachers, siblings, people that would put us on the right track. That makes us not trusting. Okay, it makes you think that anybody that comes in your life is gonna snake you because you've been snaked for so long, you know. And when you get told the truth by somebody, and I've been in situations like this, I can think of one I'm pulling up in my head right now. I didn't initially like this person because they were straightforward, but I learned to appreciate it, and I learned to appreciate it in a couple of days, because I was like, dang, this person is straight up. But once I found out what they went through and how similar our situation was, our bond grew very, very, very strong. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even know, I was new to this way of living. It was military. I was new to the whole military lifestyle, but she had already been through it. She was in the military and going through that lifestyle, with women and disease and all of that stuff that come with being a mili spouse. I didn't know all that stuff, but this person turned out to be a good long-term friend, and she's still straight up to this day, as far as I know. I talk to my friends. Sometimes years could go past, but we pick right back up. But I can appreciate that about her, regardless, you know. Um, so yeah, you encourage people. You're not going nowhere because you're doing what you were supposed to do. That rejecting of the south node, somebody stealing their south node and they upset with you because you in your north node. I didn't bring those cards out here, but you are in your north node. So let's keep going. Let me pull these cards off. Somebody is definitely going to be up out of here. I don't know how, because it's not, like I said, it's not coming through strong enough. But it's penalties for whatever they did, because I don't know. They made a promise that they could not keep. There's a wave coming. Usually for these cards, it means it's an actual wave coming. And I mentioned to y'all that somebody was trying to get away from something. Somebody was trying to escape something. Who is it? Aries, I was gonna say the Joker card. What is this? The Fool card. I don't know what's happening with the brain right now. It's like it's not allowing us. It's not gonna allow us to talk about these type of people anymore, which means the energy is getting flushed out. But it's almost like part of it is people are sick of hearing it. I know I'm sick of hearing it and sick of reading it. It's people that need guidance and they don't want to be distracted about, should I be in fear? Should I go this way? Should I do this? So the energy is definitely separating, but you got to understand that it takes time to do that. It's like a Velcro process. So you don't want to get frustrated by that energy, because we all share energy. We're going to feel that crap, regardless. If we watching tarot or what, we're going to feel it when we scroll through freaking TikTok or anything else. But anyway, this is a big wave. This is a big wave because it's high as the mountains. We'll see, y'all. Y'all know I get them predictions. It's something coming up. So, okay. So I've been getting I'm hopping all around here, y'all. But when I sat down with these cards originally, it was about the earthquake that happened in Ecuador. It's not. And I think the power grid went down in Spain. The power grid went out in Cuba. I post those things because y'all need to know that it is something coming. And A lot of people need to get their head out of there. It ain't got nothing to do with money. Money gonna be the least of everybody's worries. That's not to put anybody in fear, but it's like, it's not time to play games. And the people that's playing games that this energy is trying to wipe out, those ones are gonna be targets. So they suggesting that you're not around people that's not like you, because it's a heat-seeking energy. So it's very, very important to get as much malice you can out of your heart. If it's bitterness, hatred, get rid of it yourself. Even if that means the most important thing you can do is separate and get yourself together. But people that need energy or need money, they desperate. They doing desperate things. So it is a lot of these power grid outages, which I expected it to be taking place. When I say expected it, I assumed that it was going to happen in 2011, that we was going to have these solar flares and stuff like that. And I don't know how the energy works, because when I'm not on this camera, I'm sitting here and I'm dissecting things that I'm hearing. I also heard New York, something specific about New York. I ain't get all of them details. There's something about a cube, because the way that they talk to me is so cryptic. But I know it's for a reason, and I'll get it. It takes me a while. What was I saying to y'all? Mosquitoes. I don't know, y'all. I lost my train of thought between the mosquitoes and everything else. But whatever is happening, it's definitely cleansing the brain. I would not call it confusion. It's almost like the brain is getting a reroute every time it wants to. Whatever this energy is trying to have mind control to bait you into jealousy, envy, do the reading on me, find out about me, what's going to happen to me. And I'm talking about people that don't matter, that won't matter, okay? So let's keep going. Whatever, there's something emotional that's going to happen that's going to clear all blockages. So for some of y'all, love is going to come in, and I don't know exactly what form it is, because you do something so effortlessly. People can really truly see who you are. Your third eye is expanding because of it. So this is the pericardium. The pericardium is the heart, where the heart is. It's like a column. Imagine it being a column where your sternum is. That's opening, and right along with that heart space, your third eye is opening too. It's expanding to move something so you can see better. You got two energies. These two energies right here, it says 6th auric field and liver meridian. I don't need to read this to you. It says planning and action and future and resonance. But here's the thing. These two defenders right here are protecting the future vision. So that means that nobody can get access to this. It's a good thing that you plugged into the earth now. It's something about you having to go after the people that came after you. There's something there about that. But this wave right here is global. It's like, I can't say that, oh, it's a little teeny something. No, it's almost like you're going to be hunting these people down. Yeah, okay. Somebody don't want to see that. So this is the stomach meridian. It says nourishment and right processing. So a lot of y'all gonna have different energies, even to a lesser degree. I know I'm reading on a big scale because we got global stuff coming to us. And we're gonna have the grids and financial issues and earthquakes and stuff. And I pick up on that, and I can't help it, because most of the time it's shown to me in a dream state. But somebody does not want to see what's about to happen, because they're going to be hunted down. So let's focus on this card right now, and let's get as much as we can get out of it. It's part of what you're supposed to do here on earth. This is why they didn't want you to ground in. They didn't want you to be calm and something that's so easy. They just didn't want you to be grounded. They want you to be homeless, broke, all of that good stuff in survival mode. And if you plugged into the earth, this was going to happen. Your gifts will wake up, and you would be hunting them down. Somebody is realizing something is all connected, and it's due to your strength. Some investigators here. somebody time ran out. Their time been ran out. That's what's so crazy. Somebody don't know timing. It's like, imagine doing magic and your timing is completely off. It's sitting there confused, like how you dealing with a bunch of people that time travel here, some from the future, some from the past, some from the beginning of time. Like they waking up to that now. It's not funny. So I don't want to see something. It said, oh my goodness, I know y'all seen Shuffle the deck. It says deadline surfing. This person was supposed to do something at a specific time. They've been out of time. Ain't like, oh man, if it was last month, nope. Before that, you had a whole window. I don't have my time slip cards out here, but this person is trapped in a window and they're not gonna be able to get out of it because it's gonna slam down, and because they were supposed to be in there. You was never supposed to make your deadline. You was always out of sync with your intended target. Somebody cannot believe it. It's like somebody was rushing in trying to look like the part. Remember what I was telling y'all? It's somebody that want to be seen. They like, please pick me. For y'all, a lot of y'all, this is males, females that was gonna come in and look like your perfect partner. They needed money. They needed a way in through the children. They needed to get a house by a certain time. They needed to get a car by a certain time. They're not going to get it because they didn't do what they were supposed to. So whatever gifts that they was using to get this access in this 3D world, that's done. And they still owe for that stuff. You got to pay back Saturn from anything that you use, sex magic and things like that. You conjure. You got to pay in this bubble. You got to pay in this bubble. See, entities are in the ground, okay? So entities can be conjured up. Let's call this a realm. I'm trying to make it simple, y'all, because I can only explain it to y'all off of what they explain to me. Let's call the surface, the grass in the ground, let's call that a realm, okay? Now, this realm, they conjure up the entities. They conjure up the entities into these buildings, which are entities. Anything in the government, okay? Police department. They conjure up an entity and they say, I want this person to go to jail, or I want them to have misfortune with money, and they conjure them up. And those spirits happen to corrupt low-vibing people that work in those entities up here on this ground. And then they go do their bidding. Because whatever, people don't want to heal or they're not healed, that's irrelevant. But I'm just saying, they conjure them up. It's a bubble. Nobody can get out of this realm. That's why we got things coming into the realm to regulate. Because nobody believes in God. And they just need to be aware of all of the stuff that's going on. Because it's like, if they thought they was doing something with magic, people just ain't seen nothing yet. But yeah, somebody don't want to see something because they're out of time. They're out of time. They've been out of time. They were supposed to be out of time. Like I said, Saturn got to get fed. And I know I put this on TikTok one day. I was like, it's time for Saturn to eat his children. But like I said, I can only talk in the way that I can only talk the way I'm talking now. And I think a lot of people need to know that when it comes to communication, it's hard for me to express things and put it in order in my mind. Some things I don't want to say because I know people are not ready for it. You know what I mean? Like, trying to teach you the basics is just get away from things that's not good for you. Take time for yourself, clean off your energy. This is what helps you to avoid people like this. It's always going to be somebody trying to get you if you are in doubt or unsure. That has to do with not being grounded. When you're not grounded, when you're not giving to yourself, taking time for yourself, somebody trying to rush you, or somebody got a hidden agenda, you should never feel uncomfortable with what you are doing. You should never feel stressed out because you got to do everything in the house by yourself, the kids. Like, you're not supposed to be stressed out. No, nobody here is supposed to be stressed out. Like, that whole money thing and none of that. They had this to do to run another paradigm. As I said before, Saturn has eclipsed Neptune, and now it's time for these people to pay on all of these illusions that they know was illusions, but now they seeing that the illusions it's the debts behind these illusions, which you paid in the cost of putting up this illusion. You gotta pay. Gotta pay. So yeah, hungry beast. This definitely could be Saturn right now. It's hungry. It says laundry mountain climber. It's a lot of things to do. You hear me? A lot of things to do. Never did they think this day would come. The entities get to graduate with us. They're coming up whether people want them or not. It's going to be more interaction with your ancestors, spirit guides, things outside this realm. The transmission is open now. We can start hearing from people's throat chakra. It's going to become unblocked. They're going to be able to express their feelings. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to catch what is them things? Mosquito. But more people's throat chakras are going to be unblocked where they can speak or do their craft without worrying about projections. Should I do this? Am I going to look the part? Will they accept me? Nobody cares about that. We're going to all be so unique and different. It's going to be bullying. It's going to be shunned upon. It's going to be like stoning somebody in the street as soon as they do or say some dumb crap. This reading just like, I think that's it. I don't want to do no more because I'm getting all over the place with these readings. It's just saying that these people, they not getting away. Whatever this wave is, I got another wave. So we got that wave on that card. And we got a wave on here. But this surfboard ain't going to help you. Not for this. But this taking the mountain out ain't going to help you. Now I wonder about that, but we ain't gonna be able to, I don't think we're gonna be able to get anything out of it. It's almost like, this the last thing I'm gonna say before I close out this reading. Whatever they was conjuring up, it's something big. It's the biggest entity. And I did get that. It's jogging my memory. The big one about to come. And the big one want these people. Specifically, I was doing a reading and it was saying they was trying to keep something binded, but whatever that is binded, which I don't know what it is. Everybody's gonna see it together. It's no rush. But whatever they've been trying to keep binded, it is awake and it's coming up to eat. For real, for real. And the only way you can protect your vibration is just by vibing high. Don't do nothing bad. I mean, that's common sense stuff. You know, even if you get yourself together, because I mean, I don't know what the time limit is on this reading, but I will say that there's time limit ended. For whatever they was trying to do, that ended. So no more projections. Everything will calm down. But, you know, since the holy doors got open, all of these entities got to be called in, and all the people that conjure them up, that's just the rules. I don't make the rules. That's universal law. It's a card that I have 33 that says universal law as well. So it's like, you know, it's too late. You know, this is what we was promised, that everything would be balanced. So that's nice that the person that was jealous or envious didn't overpower the reading. So I think that was great. Let me flip this over and see what it says. It says Aries. Aries came out a lot, but I think that's because Neptune is in Aries now. So it doesn't, I don't know why I wanted to say it don't matter what kind of creature it is. They coming for all of the people that was spearheading these projects. The ones that was at the top of the Ponzi scheme. Who initiated gang stalking, for example? There's a 333. Y'all know I talk about that all the time. Y'all always gonna hear me. 333. It means permanent endings. So right now they all splitting apart, but that's not gonna help them. They split apart. They know who initiated and who started it. And they coming in after them first because they need that person to be seen for examples for the other people of what is coming. It's not like, oh, this is a warning for you to get it right. No, it's a warning for you because we coming for you next. I don't make the rules, but hey, that's it. It's saying somebody wish they would have closed the cycle. There's something here about somebody left a galactic door open. And now something about the unknown. Somebody didn't know something about somebody's career or somebody's calling. Too bad, too sad. All right, y'all. Thank you.